Hello, friend. Thanks for joining me. Today, I'd like to talk to you about a term that I've come across, which is called frequency specific. Frequency specific. And actually, it's a term that was developed in relation to clinical chiropractics. There was a Canadian osteopath back in the 1920s that created a machine or a device that delivered frequencies and current in millionths of an amp. Now, improvements have been made to this device through the years, and it's still being used, in fact. And studies have been done that show that these specific frequencies increase the energy production to the cells in the body in that area by as much as 500%. Quite amazing. Today, it's called frequency-specific microcurrent therapy and is often used in pain management. Now, I'd like for us to consider today the term frequency specific in relation to thought, ideas, thinking, states of mind, consciousness, okay? We know that thought is creative. We know that it moves energy. Thought is very powerful. Thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. Our thoughts vibrate at different frequencies and can be positive or negative. They can be constructive or destructive. They can be life-giving or life-draining. They can be expansive or contractive. And so just as there is a device that exists that gives off a frequency-specific current that increases the energy to our cells by as much as 500%, very powerfully, we have an instrument called our mind that we can direct toward being frequency specific, holding and embracing specific thoughts and ideas and states of mind that activate and amplify health, healing, prosperity, loving relationships, success, internal and external results that enrich and enhance a person's life. You see, when we hold tightly to a positive thought or focus on a particular thought and idea that is good, of truth, of perspective, we are being frequency specific. The mind is very powerful. It can produce results that are good or less than good. We've been taught that. Now, there's a story I'd like to share. It's an old Hindu story about a man who wandered throughout the world seeking his deepest desire. And he wandered from one city to another, and he was looking for happiness, looking for fulfillment. He did not find it. Finally, one day, tired from his search, he sat down underneath this great tree at the foot of a mountain. And he didn't know what this tree was about. He didn't realize that it was the great wish fulfillment tree. The great wish fulfilling tree. And that whatever one wishes while seated underneath it immediately becomes true. Don't we all wish we had a tree like that? Anyway, as he rested there, he thought, you know, what a beautiful spot this is. I wish I had a home here. Instantly, before his eyes, a lovely home appeared. Surprised, delighted, he then had the thought, you know, if only I had a partner to be with here, then my happiness would be complete. And in a moment, a beautiful woman appeared, calling him husband, beckoning to him. And then he had the thought that he was hungry, you know, and he thought, I wish there was some food to eat. Immediately, there was a big banquet table that appeared covered with every kind of wonderful food and drink. Now, finishing the meal, the man kind of sat back and he began to reflect on how amazing it was to have everything come true with this mysterious force about the tree. And as he thought about that tree and this mysterious force, he began to kind of have a negative thought. And he said, or had the thought, I wonder if there is a demon who lives in this tree. And sure enough, after that thought, there was a demon that appeared. And then the next thought was, oh my, this demon will probably eat me up. And that's just what it did. So the moral of the story is that the mind can be used in many ways that bring amazing fulfillment. Or it can be used in ways that eat away at or eat up a person's happiness, health, prosperity, peace, love, joy, fulfillment. Thought is creative. and it is frequency specific. We are to be vigilant, awake, aware, disciplined in where and how we direct our mind. It's part of growth. It's part of our evolution spiritually and internally. So I invite you, as I seek to as well, to hold fast to that which is true and good and of God. I like to say, life is meant to be good. That's my slogan. And you can make it good by being frequency specific. Blessings to you, my friend.